Your businesses require you not only to do your job, but also how you behave in a social context. They usually ask you to attend events such as Christmas parties, which are going to be coming up soon, or other non-Islamic orientated events. How do you feel that we should overcome/deal with this, since it's paramount in succeeding in industry, especially the corporate one?
Tariq?
He dealt with this
one. It's a difficult one. It really is a difficult one because I think there's two things. One here. One is your feeling that if I don't go, what will they think of me? Will that hold me back? Etc. And I think what I said is you have to have the strength of conviction in what you believe in and your limits. Now, I think this one I'm still struggling with in terms of what are the Islamic limits, because I hear from scholars to say that you shouldn't sit on the same table where alcohol is served. Yeah, now that's difficult. If you're at a Christmas dinner, you're not doing anything else but just having a dinner, but they're going to have their alcohol. That's difficult to avoid that. So, but the other dimension is that I came across a situation recently where my wife drops our daughter off to school, and some of the mothers they all kind of build a relationship over time, and they're not all Muslims, and they all decided that we should get together as couples and families and meet one Sunday afternoon, and we did that, and that went kind of quite well. People could live quite closely, and then the bloke started saying, well, why don't we get together and meet for a wouldn't it be nice to meet for a drink and and all this, and it started making me feel very uncomfortable. On one hand, I'm thinking, they're all my neighbours, they've got responsibility to neighbours, they're not Muslims, this is their exposure to Islam, maybe they're not even getting much exposure to Islam, this is an opportunity for me to, give some dawah in a subtle way, not anything great, but then on the other hand, you're thinking, well, actually, what they're going to be sitting around and he's going to be having drinks and alcoholic drinks again. So I think I myself am going to go to a scholar and ask the question, well, what do I do in this sort of situation? But it's a difficult one. I don't know, Faisal might be the best person to sort of,
But it's simply, you're going to go there, whatever be the reasons. You are a MD in an organization, you're CEO, whatever. At times you're forced into that. One usul that the ulama have given, I will give the name of the ulama as well. I'm going to give the book reference as well. It's Mutitatul Ismaili Contemporary Fatawa. You can go and check that there. And other books also have written, where he says, if you are to compromise a haram thing, and the person in front of you, you're going to make a mock out of it. For example, you are a girl who covers your hair properly, and you don't want to shake hand. You understand? Where the iman of that person is going to be at stake by him mocking at Deen, you have to look into that. Whereas if it is a non-Muslim, where iman is not a question there, then you got to abide to your principles, because you're not saving his iman. To save the iman of that person, okay, these are the common problem that you're going to find in your meetings. You follow what I'm saying? Okay.
Can we take one more question?
Sorry,
I meant the message.
Sorry, that's fine. Just wanted to sort of maybe touch on maybe all of your experience and knowledge now. Well, firstly, Jazakallah for giving their talk and everything. But Sheikh, you mentioned about the Basel II and how it's the sort of the rule-based framework of all banks and financial institutions. So what my understanding is, obviously, that Basel II is sort of the regulations as drawn up almost by the banks themselves. Now, the majority of these banks in the current market are maybe 40-50% owned by the sort of the so-called custodians of the Muslim world. So, is there not a way for, say, the practitioners within the Islamic finance to band together and put sort of pressure to these these rulers and these owners and these majority shareholders to make
There is
adjustments
what you say is, because we need short of time.
of course, yeah.
My apologies for that.
Yeah, no, sorry.
But there are too many for your capital adequacy ratio for risk management, right? You know your capital, you know all the things. I'll not repeat that. Professor Zarqa from Kuwait, his father was the Grand Mufti of Syria, Sheikh Mustafa Zarqa rahimahullah, has said a beautiful example he has given. And this is what Tariq is keep on answering that.
Yeah.
Islamic finance was like an animal that was on the beach. It started trading, it just got into a shell. And then now it's growing little, and the shell is not made for that body. It cannot maneuver. So your Basel 2, you're going to try 10 Basel 2. It's not going Islamic Basel 2 or Basel 3. It's not going.
What I mean is, like, say, for example, for your firm, so you're saying it's an Islamic finance firm. So if you could sort of come together as a sort of almost like a union, like the British Banking Association, something like that, but an Islamic finance version of that, and pressure your counterparts in the banks, etc., to pressure the shareholders, the majority shareholders, to bring these changes within the Basel.
This has been done by Islamic Development Bank. For example, you check your Basel 2, there is alternative mode of financing. They could not use the word Islamic finance. In the same way, if you look at the Finance Act in UK, they don't use the word sukuk, alternative bonds. There are some lobby, but the market is so small. I mean, if you look at the IMF report, right now, Islamic finance is 1 trillion. Who would really worry about 1 trillion?
The market is small, but the shareholder is large. That's the point. So the shareholder governs what the bank does in the corporate governance model. So if your major shareholder is saying, make more provision towards a more riba-based banking system, then the Basel II is going to change on the basis of that, just because the banks themselves are going to be pushing for that. Does that make sense?
Sure. Because we're quite short on time, so you please vote.
During networking, I discuss it.
Okay, we'll have a discussion in the network session. Okay, we're quite short on time, so I'm just going to quickly wrap up the evening for tonight. We do have a networking event at the end. First of all, I just wanted to kind of thank you again for coming along. This whole event really is about addressing your issues. So please, if any of you would like to participate in our events, either to help out or even as speakers, if you would like to contribute, please contact us, email us, have a word with us in the network session, and we've been trying to arrange that. Just one very last quick point. Tariq Al-Dawani has very kindly brought along his documentary that he recently produced. It's only £10 really, but given the quality of his talk that we've seen tonight, that's probably money well spent as well. So I kind of got that for you to mention the price about transparency and everything. Okay, so we're just going to quickly wrap up the talk. And as mentioned, some of the speakers will be around during the network session, so feel free to speak with them. Just one last point, Kieran, sorry, do you want to? Okay, as a thank you to the speakers for coming along, what we have here is, so it's the first time I'm actually going to have a look at it as well. So this is basically a gift for it's where it's called the olive tree, which is an olive tree purchased on your behalf and planted in Palestine, made out to yourself. So Kieran was very kindly organised this for you guys. So pass it along. That's Faisal. That's Faisal Munji. Sorry, I didn't actually realise that. Again, thank you all the speakers for coming along. We do have a raffle as well, as Faisal Munji promised. So what we'll do is very quickly just pick a name out of the cup for the people who have registered, and the books are left there.
A number around.
Huh? It's gambling.
No money.
No, but there's never money involved in anything I do is like finance. He's rich, that one.
What number? Just read out the number to me.
16.
Number 16. And the lucky winner is Brother Imran Gumara. And
19.
Number 19.
Oh, hang on, this might be 91.
Number 19, that'll be Sayyid Asghar Shah. 2 books only, I'm afraid. Next time.
Just quickly remind you now, you do have feedback forms on the share. Please fill them out, as they'll be really useful to us. Thank you very much.